Hello, everybody, and welcome to your aura reading. We are going to see what is currently in your energy field, as well as give you some information and insight about yourself. So look at the three different numbers there and the color scheme. For number 1, it's magenta. For number 2, it's orange and yellow. And for number 3, it's yellow, blue, and purple. Which one of those color schemes is really calling to you, that you feel most attracted to? Because that is going to be information in that reading about you, and you will discover the color of the aura that you are being drawn to here could very well be the current color of your aura, or at least what it represents about who you are or who you are transforming into. All right, so I will start with number 1, magenta. There are timestamps listed for all of them below. Hello to everybody who was drawn into the magenta color. Magenta as a color of your aura is magical, mystical, okay? It means you're big-hearted, you're very free-spirited, you're giving, you're creative, you're a non-conformist, you're very strong-willed, you are original, you are cut from a different cloth, all right? And the colors of our aura isn't fixed, they definitely changed. And you know, if you want to go see your aura and what colors are present at this time, look up Cartelian photography in your local area. And I've had multiple aura pictures taken over the course of 10 years from different Cartelian photographers, and it's interesting how like the shape of my aura is always the same even with different people, all right, but the color has changed. It always used to be red, and now it's typically like indigo and green color. So being attracted to magenta could mean that you are glowing magenta right now, okay, or you are about to have an activation, an expansion that transforms you into the energy of magenta, which is standing your ground, being incredibly strong-willed, all right? With the magenta energy, the downside of it, you know, you could be moody at times, restless, difficult to agree, to get along with, just depending on how you're feeling or your current stance on something. But with being attracted to the magenta, it's time for you to really take a stand somewhere in your life of something that really matters to you. So let's pull some cards and go deeper into this message of your aura. What's in it? What's around you? Okay, so we have sensuality, and look at it's like you've got magenta in there, you've got pink, you've got orange, all right, sacral chakra big time. The frequencies of sensuality reminds us that as spirits in human bodies, we are sensual beings experiencing joy and pleasure from the physical world through our senses. Okay, so just look at this shape here, okay, because along with the color magenta, this is a representation of you, of your aura, of your shape, of your spirit, of where you're vibing. And you know, with sacral chakra, that is about your creativity, your passion, your divine feminine energy, your sexuality. Okay, so being attracted to the magenta, talking about your aura. If you're single, I feel there is romance that's around you. Energy's coming in around you very, very strongly. Focus on your divine feminine energy, whether you are masculine or a feminine. It's your sacral chakra. Do some meditation to really balance and open up that chakra, because yeah, singles, there is love, there is romance, there's interest, there's already somebody around you, okay? As far as like creativity, if you've been like stuck, you're about to experience a lot of inspiration, okay? And creativity doesn't have to be like you're coming up with a story to write or a picture to paint. Creativity is about your life and going about doing things in a certain way, and really clever ideas coming to you, all right? So a lot going on in the sacral chakra. Inspiration in your aura, romance in your aura, and the touch of purple, the opening of the crown, giving you divine wisdom. Let's pull a chakra card and see what comes out here. Okay, so we've got the third eye, messages, signs, symbols, and guidance. And we were noticing that purple, right? And this is dreams. This is 36. This is 39. 369 are significant numbers for you. Receiving signs and synchronicities, the way the angels will talk to you, different like addresses, phone numbers. Okay, when you see 36, 39, 93, 69, 33, okay, any combination of 369 going on, that is symbolic for you. That's like a little clue. Take notice of your environment, the details, everything that's going on, because those are numbers that are significant for you. And with this 369, I'm also feeling it's talking about like this activation that you're going through, where it's time to really stand your ground for what you want and be unwavering in that, because you're receiving a lot of divine guidance that it's time to go down this path. It's time to open yourself up to love, to romance, whatever it is for you personally. And you know, next card would be this. Not every card has like a geometric shape on it, so I just also find this very symbolic that here we have this shape very similar over here. Okay, so you are going through like a transformation. You're going to change shape. And in that space, it's like it's time for you to get what you want. And so the magenta and the purple are very strong colors for you guys. Look into that even deeper. The, you know, auric meaning of magenta, of purple. I mean, I've given you some information, but go deeper and you're going to find more information out about yourself, and also some color healing, some sound therapy. 963, I believe it is, that frequency. Look that up as well. All right, let's pull some more cards. And pay attention to your dreams. You have a lot going on the astral. As I'm saying that, we have currents of emotions, uncontrolled feelings. So yeah, pay attention to your dreams. You're working a lot of stuff out subconsciously right now, as well as with other souls, other consciousnesses. You guys meet on the astral to move through this, to help you break through any energy that's blocking you from love, from inspiration, from being your free-spirited self. You are one of a kind. You are original, all right? The color magenta brings that message. Letting go of urgency, surrender, freedom from constraints. So a lot of worry about time going on for you. And Archangel Raziel, wisdom, inspiration, Akashic records. Ooh. All right. So it's time to take a deep dive into yourself and call upon Archangel Raziel to help you with this, okay? Because for you guys, this almost feels as though you are about to have like this big spiritual awakening, epiphany, because you could say, yeah, you know, I am nonconformist. I am, you know, very stern in what I think and what I feel, and I stand my ground. But there's like this whole other level to you that's trying to come to life. And these emotions, you know, emotions are also attached to the sacral chakra. These emotions have really hindered you in some sort of expansion, in some sort of growth. Okay, and that's why we're working it out on the astral plane, because it's time for an expansion of soul, a shifting of you, a further understanding of self through that Akashic records. All right, this is like for you guys, this feels so much deeper. Like I was really just like trying to see, you know, what is around you in your energy field, like in your aura. And this is like spirit wanting to go in deep and talk about like your spiritual awakening, expansion, bigger, because I see that through the purple, but then also this romantic love, okay? Some of you, this could be a deeply spiritually connected romantic love, the next love that's meant to come into your life for those of you who are single and have a lot of unresolved emotion around that. It's meant to be long lasting. It's meant to really be felt within the sacral chakra. It's meant to be inspiring and warm and giving like you. Okay, so we had the Chariot come out. Some of you, it is time to make that move to be closer to water, whether that's the ocean, a lake, a reservoir, a waterfall, something. Like some of you have been thinking about that. And this is a yes, we do need to move to be near water. Okay, and let go of the urgency. All things in divine timing. Once you accept this and say, yeah, you know what, I do belong near water, and somehow, some way, someday it's gonna happen, and just feel that vibe in that space, and it's like your path will lead you to the way that that can happen for you. But oftentimes we don't see the path, so we just think, oh, it's an impossibility, it's just a dream that I'll always fantasize about. Or we so detailed construct the path in which we think would lead us there, and everything gets all jumbled up. So this is Spirit saying is, if you feel that calling in your soul, and even if in this moment it seems like no how, no way, no day, let it go and know that it will come someday. You feel that calling for a reason. You just have to accept the invitation, saying, yes, I open myself up to this, moving near the sea, the lake, you know, whatever it is. Some of you, this could be out in the woods or like more forest in the mountains. Okay, you've just got a lot of water coming through, and then this woodsy energy. And with this Chariot, I just got that, like, I want to move, but I don't know if I can, or I never will be able to do this. And you will. Let's see what on the calendar. On this card, it says November, and we have the 17th. This is 10:10 on this clock. This is 6 o'clock. This is 2:20. Here's another 10:10, and then we have 12 up here. And I believe you can't see it, but on the little card here, I believe that's the abbreviation. That's an L. Like, I believe this is July. And I only say that because November and July may be very significant for you. Let go of urgency. And then, you know, we've got the 10:10, the 2:20, and then the 6 o'clock here. That's also synchronistic. And the hourglass. It's like, give things time right now. It's like, let's go within and discover this aspect of you. So let's see what else. Oh wow, look at, we've got the Hierophant next, 3 of Cups, 10 of Swords, 8 of Swords, and 3 of Pentacles. Okay. You need to be unapologetically you and what you want and what you know is good for you. Okay? Because with the magenta here, there is so much potential around you. The sacral chakra is like your spiritual womb. It's where things are fertilized. It's creation. Okay, whether you are a masculine or a feminine, it's where your dreams exist. And you're called to the magenta because your dreams are calling higher spiritual expansion coming in, romance around you. Okay, and you, I'm giving everything I'm feeling strongly. Some of you, it's one of those things. Some of you, it could be all of those things. And 369 being significant for you guys as well. And we got 2 3s going on. The 3 of Cups with the 3 of Pentacles. So here it is, the Chariot. Major movement where spiritually, and through that movement spiritually, which has to do with the sacral and the third eye, we're going to have cause for happiness, for celebration. We're letting go of 10 of Swords that we originally felt bound to, trapped within. And now things feel stable and balanced out beneath your feet. Things finally materializing. No longer feeling stuck. No longer feeling restricted. Finally feeling like you can be that free spirit that you are. Nothing holding you down. Not these heavy emotions anymore, because you're working that out on the astral plane, either just subconsciously or with others. Okay, others that you have unresolved emotional baggage with, you know, lack of closure, lack of understanding, lack of clarity. And the Spirit's like, don't rush this. It's a process. You're opening, you're expanding. Seven of Wands, 4 of Wands, Hermit, Ace of Swords. Love to see that Ace of Swords sitting on top of that 10 of Swords. The Magician to break you free magically. Love that as well. Ace of Cups on 3 of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, something is going to come to you, an idea, an inspiration, a new choice, a new relationship, okay? And for some of you, this could be a new friendship. It doesn't have to be romance, okay? But it's like you're going to have to stand your ground against other people around you with this new energy that's coming into your life, this new energy you're transforming into. It's like this is you having to really say, look, this is my choice, this is who I am, this is what I'm going to do, or this is what I'm going to be, or this is who I'm going to date, or who I'm going to be friends with, like whatever it is. And don't back down, because you're going to have success in this, whatever it is that you're trying to pursue here, because it's something that's born in the spiritual womb inside of you, and it's meant to manifest, okay? And it does. This right here to me is talking about how, you know, the Akashic records going within, okay? Because within is where all of your wisdom from all of your lifetimes is stored, and it's going to bring you into that place of stability, of feeling strong in self once more. And then you're going to know the answer, you're going to know the way, you're going to know what to do, and it's cause for celebration. And it, through making this choice, it snaps you out of this 10 of Swords energy, okay? And now you're feeling hopeful, you're feeling optimistic, you feel like you have a plan, you have a way. It's going to happen. And like magic, all that's within you, because that's what the Magician is about, is containing all things needed within to manifest. It breaks you free of the blindness, of the restriction, which is really, this right here is just metaphorical for the emotion. The emotion is the restriction that's been holding you down. And then look at this, see? You get your wish. You get what you want, things are going to manifest, and you're very happy with this newness that's coming into your world. However, this newness is manifesting for you guys personally. 369, sacral and third eye meditations, balancing, going within, Akashic record meditations to, go into the depth of your soul. There's just something to be found there for you guys that's going to activate you or give you some sort of spiritual, emotional, or mental strength needed, or turn the lights on in a very dark place. Again, it's going to manifest differently for each of you, and maybe some of you, this is where healing will finally take place, to let this new love in, or let this new connection into your realm. But that is why Spirit is saying you are attracted to Magenta, is because you are somebody who is a nonconformist. You are a free spirit. You are strong-willed. You are original, one of a kind. Okay, you're very creative. You're very giving. You have a big heart. There is a mystical, magical nature about you. There's the magician, and sometimes you're like, yeah, I feel that, but other times I feel like, I have no magic, I have no power. And usually when you're feeling as though you have no magic, no power, it's because the emotional body is very much out of balance, okay? And that could even be when we're overanalyzing, we're feeling a lot of anxiety, uncertainty. Communication, Archangel Gabriel. So you have Archangel Raziel and Gabriel coming through and saying to you, call upon me to help you through this process, to bring answer, to bring sign, to bring synchronicity. But we did get this up here. Remember, the messages, signs, symbolism, and guidance. And now we have Archangel Gabriel with communication, the divine messenger. So you are receiving a lot of messages from your spirit guides, from your angels, from the archangels, and also these two helping to assist on the astral plane as you have communication with, broken relationships that feel unfinished, lacking closure, lacking healing within you, okay? Or they're working with you to really activate your imagination so that you see different possibilities in the physical realm for things that you want, but you just see no way of it ever happening, all right? It's time for magic for you guys, all right? That's what's in your aura. That's what's around you, is like this magic, this changing of shape. Give it time, because it's leading to what you really want, what you really desire, but also a need to stand your ground in what you ultimately decide for yourself, and not let anybody have you questioning it, because you got that answer, that decision from the depth of your soul, which means that is the right path for you. All right, so those are your messages. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care. Hello to everybody who chose number 2, the yellow and the orange. So the yellow and the orange, having those colors in your aura, is an energy of being very friendly, outgoing, popular, intelligent, warm, filled with vitality, creativity, courage, bravery. All right, so those things could absolutely represent you and how you feel right now in this moment. Okay, or the opposite side of that, or those are the positive attributes. The negative attributes of yellow and orange is feeling the need to be very controlling, feeling indecisive, acting childishly or irresponsibly, being very pessimistic, or lacking motivation or courage, okay, or just being filled with some fear-based energies. But you were drawn into the yellow and the orange for great purpose. Okay, the yellow is the solar plexus, your divine masculine energy, and the orange is your sacral chakra, your divine feminine energy. And I feel like there's a balancing coming very strongly in those two chakras for you, which is going to allow you to create, to manifest, to feel more emotionally stable, balanced, and tap in deeply to that courage and that bravery and that self-empowerment to like make magic. So let's pull a card and go deeper into this message and see what's around you, what's in your aura. Oh, and I highly recommend looking up Cartelian photography in your area. You can go and get a picture of your aura and see exactly what it looks like and get a personal reading about it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we have strength. Let's see. Do we have divine feminine? No, we have 6 chakra decks. Okay, so we have divine masculine energy, and we've already picked up on that with the yellow. So with the divine masculine energy jumping out that solar plexus chakra, this means that we need to put some focus, some attention on that chakra in activating it, expanding it, balancing it, and just look at the shape here. Okay, this to me, what I'm seeing around you is like there's a lot of like potentials, okay? But there's a need to harness personal power in a different capacity and really open up the heart space through the color green here and speak it into existence through the blue, but speak it into existence through like conviction, of belief, of personal empowerment. Okay, so right now the sacral chakra, the solar plexus chakra coming into focus, vibing strongly the colors of your aura, and it's to put you more in this place of position of power. Okay, you becoming a leader, you becoming the head of something, you starting your own business, you leading a group, you leading a congregation, you having a very strong voice on a social media platform. Okay, something along those lines. This is you becoming very empowered. And even though we were attracted to the yellow and the orange, I feel for you guys, if you took a picture of your aura right now, there would be colors of blue, indigo, and green stronger than anything else. Okay, this is like major transformational period for you to bring those possibilities into existence, into manifestation. Let's pull a chakra card and see if we'll get the solar plexus or the sacral, or if Spirit's going to pull another chakra into the mix. Let's see. Third eye. And the next card, remember, would be the 6th chakra, which is the third eye. Look at that. Wow. So over here it says the energy of the third eye chakra supports our inner sight and intuitive abilities. So you are also having an activation and a transformation to the third eye, which makes a lot of sense because you truly channel and manifest from your solar plexus chakra, okay? You channel from there. Like a couple years ago when I was making my decks, I remember like the whole time with like the first couple of them, I felt like butterflies in that area of my stomach where my solar plexus is. It was almost like tickles. I can't even put it into words. It was just such an incredible sensation. And I was talking to my medium friend and she's like, oh yeah, that's exactly where you're channeled from. That makes perfect sense. You were really tapped in and flowing. And I was like, really? That's where you channel from? And she explained it to me. And so for you guys, I see that channeling of the energy, pulling it to you, but seeing like the bigger picture in a like other dimension so far ahead through the third eye. Okay, this is a pivotal time in your life. Like, it's time to become your own business, or put your voice out there, put your opinion out there, put your creative gift, talent, ability, something here, because wow. All right, let's pull some more cards. Confusion, make choices, uncertainty. Look at all that purple coming through. Everything you need to know, every decision you need to make, you will get that clarity utilizing your third eye. So meditations, activations for the solar plexus as well as the third eye will really help you guys out of any sort of confusion or stagnation, uncertainty. Next, we have an archangel coming through, hope, optimism, new beginnings. So you are shifting out of this. Okay, you are. Any sort of confusion, stagnation, uncertainty, inability to see ahead or see the bigger picture, like all of that's changing. And it comes down to these two chakras, sensitivity and strength, tapping the forces within. Yes, sensitivity, sacral chakra, strength, solar plexus chakra, forces within, third eye chakra. Wow. All the answers are there, truly, truly before you. And when we activate and see clearly through our third eye, there is no more confusion. Okay, and some of you, it's like you do see the vision, you are seeing clearly, but you feel the lack of like the motivation or the emotional, spiritual, or mental energy needed to move forward, to make a decision or to make a change. And so that, if you resonate with that, really focus on balancing and healing the solar plexus chakra at this time. If you feel very empowered, you feel very motivated, yet you seem like you just can't see ahead of you, you don't know what to do, you don't know if there's even options for you, that's when you got to strongly go into that third eye and do some meditation and some activation there, because the path will become very, very clear for you. So any decision that you are trying to make, whether it's something very urgent and immediate, or it's something that you just kind of toss around in your head, it's going to come to the forefront very, very strongly. Okay, and you're going to need to make a decision. And you've been brought to this reading to activate you, to awaken you to the strength and the stamina and the magic that exists within you, so that when destiny is calling here, you answer that call. You don't feel helpless. You don't feel unable. You don't feel unprepared. You feel ready to go. Because this right here in your aura, like you're meant to come up into a leadership role somehow, some way. And that's what this decision is about. We have the Page of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Look at that. Page, Knight, King. See? Elevating. The Fool, yes, and it allows for a brand new path, a brand new journey. Wheel of Fortune, beautiful. And the Emperor. See, you are meant to be in a leadership role, a leadership position with this Emperor coming out. Wow. And it's time with the Wheel of Fortune. Just look at this. You have 3 court cards And it goes in perfect order. The page, the knight, the king. I mean, it could go the page, the knight, the queen, the king, but we're talking about the divine masculine energy within, regardless of if you are a feminine or a masculine, your solar plexus chakra. So I'm not surprised to see the king coming out here. This is you. You've been on a journey. You started as the page. You gained a lot of emotional growth and development. You transitioned into the knight and coming through as the pentacles. You've really learned how to apply what you know, thought and emotion to make things manifest. You understand the journey. You're not afraid to put in hard work, time, and effort. It's like you have the stamina within your spirit for the long haul, the long journey. And it has been a journey. And you've been in this knight energy for quite some time. But now you are about to transform into this King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles, the Emperor, that's a boss energy. Okay, that's being in charge of yourself. It could be a business owner, it could be a side hustle, it could just be where you finally are going to feel in control of your life and your destiny. Okay, it's going to manifest and play out differently for each of you. But once you transform into this King of Pentacle energy, the Fool, it's like a whole new path has opened before you. You're on a new journey. You're having a new beginning. Okay, and we see that hope, optimism, new beginnings, and right there is the Fool. And this could be a new start, the unfamiliar as the Fool, being your own business owner. Okay, again, it's different for all of you, but with the Wheel of Fortune sitting right next to that, like, this is your destiny. It's time. It's time for you to be very empowered, feeling very in control of yourself, of your life, of your destiny, of your magic. Right, look at this. We had the Knight of Swords. Yeah, things are going to move much quicker than you think. If you focus on really tapping into that solar plexus, and look at all this yellow right there, that is solar plexus energy. And remember, any sort of confusion, tap into that third eye. Five of Swords. You felt defeated as the page. You feel very alone in this long journey as the knight. But when you hit this king, look at you. You're like, darn right, I did do the work. I learned. I've grown. And you're setting down all the burdens that were attached to that previously, because you've learned all the lessons that you needed to have a successful beginning in this Fool. And look at, yeah, it is time. It is your destiny. You cannot stay where you currently are. Destiny calls. You're going to be uprooted out of your current circumstances, situation. And then look at that. You've got the Sun on the Emperor. You feeling happy. You feeling in charge. You feeling like a boss. You feeling like you and only you in control of your life, of your destiny, feeling empowered. Okay, I love this. Oh my gosh. All the answers lie within, truly. You've been on a long journey here, and it's felt lonely, and at times it's felt like you were never going to have success. You weren't going to get ahead, not going to have any breakthrough, kind of just spinning your wheels. Yet there's always something that fuels you, that drives you, that pushes you forward, that keeps you advancing, and that's your spirit. And here, you're about to transform into this King of Pentacles energy. Many of you, I do feel like it's time to own your own business or start something on the side, because you've put in the work, you've done the journey, and now it's time. And, you know, with this Eight of Swords and the Fool, even though this has been a burdensome journey, it's heavy, it's familiar to you, therefore it feels safe. But it's time to go into the unfamiliar with all you have gained and go down a new path, which is destiny, which is going to feel very, very blessed to you. Okay. Wow, what a powerful read for you guys. Emotion. All right. Believe. If it, look at all that blue. Look at all that blue again. Don't hold anything in. Don't hold anything back. Speak your emotion. Speak your truth. Okay? Speak your deepest desires into existence. There's a lot of power in your voice, in your words, in your throat chakra. And I just see that there. And then again, being referenced here, all this blue around this angel. All right, you are going to speak a lot into existence. You have a powerful voice. You have a powerful message. You will be respected. You will be heard. You may sing beautifully. It's different for each of you, okay? But it's time to tap in and allow yourself this amazing expansion. And when we're centered in solar plexus and third eye, there is no more confusion. It all becomes very, very clear. All right, so those are your messages. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care. Hello to everybody who chose number 3, the yellow, blue, and purple. You guys are my spiritual group, okay? Because yellow, blue, and purple is all about a very peaceful, wise, intuitive soul. Somebody very spiritual, loyal, sensitive, mysterious, warm, intelligent. Okay, so you guys are my spiritual group, and at this time there could be a lot of yellow and purple and blue in your aura. Look up Curtalian photography in your area and you can go get a picture of your aura and get a personal reading all about it. But for the sake of this reading, that's what Spirit is drawing me into, is your spiritual aspect that's very strong in your aura. The vibration of you is of a higher frequency at this time. So let's pull a card and get into this. Okay, so we have the divine feminine energy coming through. The frequency of the divine feminine supports our soft, receptive, and nurturing side, facilitating our intuition and understanding of our connection to the cosmos. That, I mean, oh my gosh, this card pretty much just encompasses the opening statement of you, your intuition, okay, your connection to the cosmos. So your sacral chakra, whether you are a masculine or feminine, is being highlighted in this reading. And look, we do have the blue and the purple and a little bit of yellow at the center, but then we have this magenta and these reds, and a little bit of orange, if you can see that. And orange is the sacral chakra, the divine feminine energy, your creative center, your emotional center, your empathic center, your intuition, your creativity, your passion, your sexuality, your nurturing ability, okay? So you are being directed to really hear what the sacral is trying to express to you right now, trying to give to you. It's through the blue. I'm like, your sacral has a voice. It has a message for you. So let's go deeper into this. Wow, we got the sacral. So Spirit's coming in really, really strong with just this sacral energy, enjoyment, beauty, sensuality, indulgence, and pleasure. You have been denying yourself. All right, I'm feeling that really, really strongly. You have been denying yourself some sort of happiness, some sort of pleasure, some sort of enjoyment. And the reasonings is different for all of you. Some of you, it's like, it's programmed into you, like that's bad, that's taboo. Others of you, it's like, I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to get distracted. I'm closed off. I'm healing. Like your guys' reasons are all different from each other. Like I just feel like all this energy, but Spirit's saying you've closed yourself off. We've got to tune into this chakra, the sacral chakra, because it has like messages. It has the answer for you. Okay. It's time for you to be happy. It's time for you to feel loved. It's time for you to feel safe. It's time for you to understand all these energies that you pick up on from other people, because you notice the shape. All right, there's complexity to this shape. And it's like you are coming into an understanding and awareness of the complexity, of the depth, of the various layers in which you are. And it's time to no longer deny yourself of this thing in which you do. And that's what your sacral, the voice, it's telling you. Give in, allow, accept, receive, nurture. Thought vibrations, resonant choices, signature signals. Ooh, yes, see? Your thoughts about it, what's programmed within you, is what is keeping you from this happiness, from this pleasure. All right, so there is a reference here of becoming aware of primary thoughts, your vibration around something. Journey guide, travel, change in location, and divine presence, the force of love and creation. Wow. Let's see. So this is 23/5. It's time to change our thoughts, because the thoughts, the programming is creating challenges in the reception and the giving from this sacral chakra energy, and it's time for a change. And this is 22 and 44. You see that? Master numbers. The challenge that brings the change pushes us into this higher frequency, higher vibration, higher way of experiencing. So journey guide, travel, change in location. This to me is a change in frequency location for some of you, where you're going to have this major shift in the clearing of whatever is going on here in the sacral chakra for you, and it opens you up to receive, which changes your location, your timeline in which you exist, and brings in that happiness, that joy, that pleasure. Okay, some of you, it's time to move, either just to a new house, a new apartment, a new city, a new state, a new country. Some of you, this is your sign that it's time to move. You're denying yourself the happiness that you deserve. And this girl that I go see, she does some beauty services for me, and her heart has just been calling her back to her home of Los Angeles, and she's just telling me, like, here in Colorado, how she just feels like a wilted flower as hard as she's tried to make it work. And I mean, it's crazy that that story popped in my head, and she's been denying herself, like, no, I must make it here. I must find happiness in Colorado. Like, that's what she's programmed into her mind, and that her husband wouldn't be happy to move back all these things. And we were talking while I was there getting a service, and I was like, well, why don't you just talk to him? just see, like, that's your first step. And she did. And he was totally open to it. And now she's actually making the plans, and she's closing her business here, and she's going to move back to her home because that's where her heart's calling her. And she realized, like, whatever she thought she had to do here or what she was proving here, it's no longer relevant. Like, her heart is calling her home. So some of you are feeling this calling to move, to change your environment. Follow that. It's speaking to you for purpose. Okay, you feel that longing for purpose and the force of love and creation. Master number 44, the divine presence. When your sacral is really balanced out here, you are the center of creation of your own world. Okay, and because you're going to be changing this programming through the healing of the sacral, you are going to now be creating more experiences that you love. It's time for you to allow happiness, to allow pleasure, to allow what will truly make you happy. Even if in this moment you're like, well, it seems like an impossibility for me to receive what would make me happy. Just start with the very basic of thoughts of, I open myself to what would bring me the greatest happiness, the greatest joy. Don't even try to define it, okay? Because your sacral is gonna create and paint that picture for you. That's where your creativity is. Your heart is gonna add dimension to that picture, okay? And you'll know. All right, let's pull some tarot. And I see like a whole network of support around you as well. Angels really trying to encourage you. Wheel of Fortune. It's time for change. We got that right here. Page of Wands. Three of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. Eight of Cups. Look at that. Wow. Seven of Swords. Okay. Yes, the time is coming. Okay, the energy, you're feeling that. You're feeling the energy around you, the shifting. You know it's coming up from like the depth of your soul. The message here through the Page of Wands of the sacral of your heart space is telling you how to make things come together for you to be happy, for you to feel a part of something, even though in this moment you're losing patience. You're feeling like there's no viable option, or all the work that I have put into this current path, it will just be wasted if I walk away. No, it's time for a change of location, whether in frequency or actual environment, physical environment. Okay, it's one or the other for you guys. And here through the Seven of Swords, you don't have to think that you're doing wrong by doing what is going to make you happy, what is going to be the best for you in the long run. You know, if some of you have been in like a romantic relationship for a very long time and you're like, this just isn't working out for me, I feel like a wilted flower, I'm not happy, but I've invested so much time and energy and we've built so much, but you know that there's only emptiness moving forward, then yeah, that's your cue that it's time to leave, it's time to go. You're changing, you're transforming. And even if somebody accuses you of trickery, of falsity, you know, whatever, so be it. You've got to listen to what your soul is telling you. And you know, relationships run their course, unfortunately, and far too often will stay much longer in a relationship and try to keep it on life support long after it's perished, because it's hard to, you know, let things go when you've really put a lot of time, energy, and effort, and you've built a lot. But it's like you've closed off, okay? And for those of you where this is resonating, really sit with the angels. Do a lot of meditation with your sacral, with your heart chakra, and you'll know, you'll find the way, because there's some thought, some programming in you that's preventing you from letting this go, even though every other aspect of you is saying that's what you need to do. Some of you, this could be about a job situation where you've been at a job for a very long time. It pays decently, but you're absolutely empty and sucked dry and maybe a little afraid to change into a new place, into a new environment, into an entirely new career path. But it's time for that. You're feeling that. It's like where you are totally cut off from happiness, from pleasure. That's where it's time for this change. And you're going to be feeling a lot of challenge in that area because it is time for change. All right, let's pull some more cards. Look at that. Yeah, Ace of Cups. It's time for you. This is for the Wheel of Fortune. It's time for you to have true happiness. Six of Wands. You're going to have success, victory, if you listen to your sacral, to your heart. Here's that Seven of Swords again. Like, yeah, there's a lot of fear-based energy around allowing this change, or letting something go, walking away from something. And so we have Temperance here. You're going to realize that it just, where you're at or what's going on, this really isn't a viable option. Look at that. The Eight of Cups with the Six of Swords. That is all about walking away, moving on, transitioning into a much better energy, into a much better space. And Ace of Pentacles on this Seven of Swords. Yeah, it's like, don't let fear-based energies keep you trapped, keep you controlled, keep you stagnated. Because whether this is a job, a relationship, a living situation, the town you live in, whatever this is, it's really keeping you from happiness. Like, you're denying yourself this Ace of Cups out of some sort of obligation through this thought vibration, which is something that's programmed into your subconscious mind of, this is my only choice, this is my only option, this is the only way things can be. And this is where Spirit's calling you in and saying you have the power in your energy, in your aura, to make this change, to walk away, to let something go, to rise into a higher frequency. But it's like, what's got to be let go of, that has to be addressed first. And it starts with the thoughts, okay? The thoughts around it. And you are going to have victory through this change. And you're going to be in a much, much better space. I would say within the next 6 to 8 months, like, life is just going to be a lot different. You're kind of in that period of letting go. And it's not like, oh, you're going to be sad and have this crappy experience, you know, for the next 6 to 8 months. No, it's by the next 6 to 8 months, you'll be fully transitioned, fully moved, fully incorporated in a new company, fully out of a relationship, perhaps fully invested in a new love. Some of you, this could be where you're denying yourself romance because of the past and different things that have happened, but there's love that's coming in. There's romance in your aura. There's energies that are attracting to you, okay, to offer you love, to offer you romance. All of you, again, will resonate with this message a bit differently, but it's like, where's that change that must happen? And we start by giving ourselves permission to let something go or let something in. communication with Archangel Gabriel. Yeah, the communication of your sacral, of your heart, of your spirit guides, all trying to lead you into what's going to make you the most happy. And again, it's just like you've got to be willing to change your mind about it, or allow it in, or like walk away from something. It's like those three scenarios feel the strongest. And call upon Archangel Gabriel to help you through this process. He is the divine messenger. He will give you sign synchronicities. He will give you foresight. He will help shift your vibration. He will help really tap you in to that sacral chakra, your divine feminine energy, whether you are masculine or feminine, because it's time for your happiness, your joy to return to your life. It's time for you to experience and feel pleasure in a multitude of ways. All right, so those are your messages. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care.